On the screen, you can see we have a Java file in which we are having basic.example as package, and inside this package we are having the class basic, which is declared as public, and within the class we are having the public static void main method. Now in this Java program, let's see what is final method. So whenever we use final keyword, it makes the definition or any value fixed or constant. So final can be a variable, final can be a method, and final can be a class in Java. So now in this program, we are going to use a final method. So for that, the final method, when we use, the method cannot be overridden. We cannot override the final method. And overriding, whenever we use the term overriding, the overriding happens in inheritance. So for that, to elaborate that, let's use a class here, class A, in which I will be taking a method as display. So I'm here taking a method as display, which is going to print hi on output screen. So system.out.println I'm taking, and it prints hi on output screen. So when this method will be executed, it prints hi on output screen. Now let's take another class which we are going to make as child of class A. So for that, we use extends keyword in Java. So to make any class child of existing class, we use extends keyword beside the newly created class, followed by the already existing class name. So here class B extends A. Now open and close the class. So now let's call this method in the main. So for that, here we require class A object, so which I am creating as A1 equal to new A. So this is how we create object in Java. Class name followed by object name equal to new keyword followed by class name and then parenthesis. Now using this A1, which is the class object, I am going to call that class method which is display, which is given in suggestion here already. So now if I execute, as the display method will be getting executed, we get output as hi. So here what we have done, we have created an object for class A, and with this object we are calling the display method which is present in class A. And this display method is containing a single statement which prints hi on output screen. So when we execute or call this display from the main method, it will be printing hi on output screen, which is nothing but console. Now, if you want to override this, overriding is nothing but redefining the parent class method in child class. So if I copy and paste the same method but change the definition, now let's write here, uh, instead of hi, I'm going to write here welcome. And here, instead of A, here I'm keeping class B. So this B1 will be the object of class B now. And using B1, I'm going to call the method display. So here now, I'm not creating object of A, I'm creating object of B and calling the method display. So when I execute, I will be getting welcome as the output. Suppose we are not overriding this display. If I don't override this display, if I cut it from here, and still if I call the display method using the B object, B class object, if I run now, I will be getting hi as the output because B is child of class A. It is able to access the method present in A. And because it is coming from A, we are getting the output as hi. But it is called or invoked using the object of child class. So as child class can access the parent class members, the child class B object we are using here to call the display method, which is present in parent class A. So this is without overriding the display method. So here still we did not override display. So it is getting you the method which is present in parent class. When we override the display method, what happens? The parent class method will be hidden, and then it will be overriding the parent class method or redefining the parent class method. And the when we call this display you now using the B class object, it will consider this display. So it will not consider this display. This will be hidden. This will be considered. And in case if you want to call this display, then here within this method you can call using this class A class. So here now if I execute after overriding it, I will be getting welcome on the screen. So this is how overriding happens. Now in the parent class, beside the method, before the method, if I declare or write the final keyword. So here before the method declaration or writing of method, we are writing here a final keyword. So this makes the definition of this method as final, that is fixed. So definition of method is now final or fixed throughout the program. That means it cannot be redefined, which is nothing but overriding cannot happen now. So already we are getting here error, cannot override the final method from A. Either remove final modifier. So one quick fix here is remove final modifier of A. So if you remove this final keyword, we will be able to override this display method. But if I write here final, it makes the definition of this display method final or fixed or constant throughout the program, which cannot be redefined by any other class, even by the child class. So that is what a final keyword will do to a method in Java program. So final makes a method fixed, method definition fixed or final in Java program. So that is final method in Java program.